So, we're setting off. I'm on my way to drop off the WR. The WR, it's my fucking motorcycle. I'm on the way to drop off my motorcycle at T Motorsports. It's our local Green Bay kind of motorsport distributor shop type of place, I guess. I mean, it's not the only shop, but it's probably the biggest one. And the WR250X, I believe what the model or the year ranges are, but there was a big recall and something with some, I don't know, some electric servo motor, some type of something. Anyway, something's malfunctioning or has been malfunctioning on various models of WR250s, where they were just randomly shut off and the engine would just clunk out when you give it gas. And I believe that's what I was experiencing in some other videos where I was in first gear and I gave it too much gas and it just stalled out. So I think this recall fixes that, but I'm not sure. Yeah, because apparently there's like people that had died because the engine would just cut out, and people would just be like in the middle of the road and get hit, and I guess a couple people died, so there's a big recall. And if you're like, what the fuck? You know, if you have a WR and you're like, what the hell? I didn't hear about this recall. Well, that's probably because it happened last year. Like middle of winter last year, and I just didn't feel like bringing it in. I was way too lazy. So I'm finally bringing it in now. Because, you know, I wait a whole year to bring in my bike for a recall that people have died from. Pretty smart. Holy dicks, it's windy. It's about 45 degrees out right now, so it's not too bad. I got a lot of clothes on. I'm feeling pretty good. Normally when I ride by myself, I usually just tell you guys some stories. And I was thinking of one today. Last time we talked about some childhood stories of me and Zach. But I'm going to tell you a story that actually happened quite recently. So, besides from the 2 jobs that I work, also during like the spring, summer, fall months, I also mow about 5 or 6 lawns, kind of as like a side job, you could say. So me and Zach were at school. We're sitting at lunch, right? We're sitting at lunch, and I had to go mow this lady's lawn after school. So we're sitting at the lunch table, and I'm like, shit, man, I gotta go poop. And he's like, dude, don't go poop. We gotta eat. And he was just being like sarcastic, but I was like, all right, yeah, that's pretty true actually. I shouldn't go poop, otherwise I won't have enough time to eat. So I didn't poop. Then we started editing a video, and I didn't want to stop editing and go poop, so I just held it in. So this has been like 3 hours now, 3 fucking hours that I haven't pooped. I've been having to poop, and it's just stuck inside of me. This poop is just building up, right? I go mow this lady's lawn, and by this time I've had 4 hours of poop accumulation in my sphincter, right? Like, it's on the verge. The turtle's peeking. I had to poop pretty damn bad the first time, and then as I was editing it was even closer, but I just didn't want to poop because you know, it was starting to get dark earlier, and this lady gets home at about 5:30. I get out of school at like 3. I get there at 3:30, and it takes me about 2 hours to mow, and I like to be done before she gets home because that's when she's expecting me to mow. I get there and I'm like, shit, man, I gotta grind this out. Like, I was already a little bit late and I wanted to get done, and I'm mowing for like 20 minutes. I'm sitting there mowing, and I'm just like, fuck. It's like the vibration of this mower right now is just like inching my shit closer to exiting me, and it's just getting closer and closer to coming out, to the point where I'm like, oh man, I can't do this. And I'm just like, I'm trying to power through it, and I'm trying to listen to music, get my mind off of like not taking a shit. And then all of a sudden, Lil Dicky, his song comes on, then the one where it talks about him almost shitting. I think it's called Scary Story, right? He just ends up shitting his pants and having sex at the same time. All of a sudden that song comes on, I'm like, no, fuck, no, I'm gonna shit my pants, So I go quick, park the mower, the nearest place to take a shit, because this lady's house is locked up. The nearest place to go take a shit is a gas station that's like 15 minutes away. And I've already been holding this poop for like 5 hours now. So I'm driving there, I'm just like contemplating. I'm looking at the woods on the side of the road. Like I could just park the car and go in there and shit. Like I could just pop a squat just between some trees or something. No one's gonna see me. And I'm contemplating. Like I stopped at the stop sign. I seriously, like, I unbuckled and shit. I was like ready to get. I'm like, I'm gonna take a shit in the grass. I'm gonna take a shit in the grass. I'm like, no, you gotta go. I'm like speeding in my car. I'm going like 60 into 35. I'm like, I gotta go to poop. If I get pulled over right now, officer comes up to me and he's like, oh, hey, sir, you were just speeding. Did you know that? I'm like, sir, I actually have to shit. I've been having this shit for 5 hours. Please let me poop. And like, oh man, it was so close to coming out. Like it's like you don't want to push, but there's just so much backed up that it's just coming out on its own. Like you don't have any choice. I am full butt clenched walking into the gas station. Oh man, I sit down and I just let her rip. Oh my god. But goddamn, I was so close to pooping my pants. Like that is the closest I can poop in my pants. Once it came out, it was pretty nice. So yeah, that's my poopy problem. Drew has a poopy problem. That's what I'll name this one. And now it's getting colder and we're not really gonna be able to ride that much. So right now I'm just hoping that some ice comes out so we can ride quads, because that needs to come soon. Because we're really running out of footage. We meant to ride a lot more during the summer, but it was super crazy with work and our schedules never really matched up that well. So we didn't get to ride that much in the summer. It kind of sucked because we're growing quite a bit right now. The time when we start slowing down on videos is the time when we're growing, and it's kind of shitty. But I hope everybody just sticks around for next summer and next spring. Literally as soon as it gets warm, we're going to be on the bikes. We're producing, making a American Ninja Warrior submission video for my friend Drew Knopp. Y'all should go check him out on Instagram if you want. He made it on the show last year, and unfortunately, he didn't make it as far as he hoped to. I mean, he's still probably one of the best ones out there. He went to a national competition and was qualified second fastest. Unfortunately, he jumped off a trampoline and broke his leg, and so he's been set back a little bit from that. And so that's kind of like our main focus for this submission video. That'll be up. We'll probably share that on Twitter. And it'll be on his, if you look him up on Facebook or Instagram, anything like that, he's on those. I've been in a couple of his videos, and yeah, he's been getting like crazy views on Instagram right now, like 50,000 views per video and stuff. I've never brought my bike in, I've never brought any of my things anywhere to get anything done on them. I usually just do it myself, but you know, it's like a factory recall, so gotta bring it here. That'll conclude this moto vlog. Hopefully that poo-poo story was entertaining. I hope so. Hopefully I can make a video out of that. But yeah, see you guys later.